Alright, so now we'll be going into the basic cutting and joining of clips in InShot. Okay, so one thing you should note that there are, let's say, that three ways you can cut a clip. I consider trimming as also cutting, as long as you're taking away a part of the clip. So I consider trimming as also cutting. So there are three ways you can cut and trim a clip in InShot, and I'll be showing you that right now. One of the ways we already saw it is through the pre-cut tool, which can be seen here. I told you that even if you didn't do it before adding the clips, you can also use the tool here. But for the pre-cut tool, in fact for any of these tools to work, the clip which you want to cut must be selected. So for instance, this is the clip right here. So we'll use this clip for an example. And then also another important to note is that wherever the cursor lies, that's where you can use this tool we're about to use now, which is the split tool. The split tool right here is the other tool which you can use to cut, which is the most basic tool, because unlike the pre-cut tool acts more like a trimmer, and you can only trim the beginning and the end. But with the split tool, you can cut away parts from the middle, which is what you will want to do most times, because it's not only at the beginning and the end of a clip that you want to cut things away from. Sometimes you want to cut things away from the middle of a particular clip. So we'll use this first clip for instance. So I told you that for any of this tool to work, we are going to first have to activate the clip. I highlight that by tapping on it. So I tapped on this particular clip, and as you notice, it's now highlighted with a white, kind of like a white border around it, so that you know when the clip is highlighted. I'm just scrolling through left and right so you know the clip I'm talking about. So this is where the cursor is right now. So let's say we have this long clip now as clip A, and let's just say clip A is 52 seconds, as you can see here. And let's say we want to cut out from the let's just say we have a part in between the inside the video that we don't want. There's somewhere in the middle, for instance now. So you make sure the cursor is at the starting point of where you want to cut. Let's just say at this point right here, if you go down here, you see it's 13 seconds. Let's just say at this point right here is where you want to start cutting from. Making sure that the cursor is at that point, you then tap on the split tool, and you notice something, the clip was then split. If you just tap away, like tap any other place, you will then notice that there's now a cut at that point. You now have one clip here and you have another clip here. So you no longer have clip A, which was a 52 seconds clip. You now have clip A and clip B. I hope it's not confusing. So this is clip A now, which is now 13 seconds, and then clip B here, which is 39 seconds. Adding two of them together should form the 52 seconds we originally had. But let's say we want to cut from this point, and then let's say you then want only clip A. Let's just say you don't want from this point of clip where clip B started from down to the end. You can just click on can select clip B as it's done here, then click on the delete icon and it's gone. So now we only have this clip A right here. So now let's undo that with this undo tool, and we scroll, we now have our clip B. So let's say from the start of clip B till this point, we don't want that right now. So we don't want to delete the entire clip B, but then we just want to remove a section of it. So let's say this is where we want to stop now, and then making sure the cursor at this point, we then click split again, and now our original 52 seconds clip is now split into three different parts. And then the one at the middle, which is 3 seconds, if you can see right here, is the one we want to remove from the middle. So making sure it's highlighted, you then press delete. So now we then have clip A and then clip C right now, because originally, okay, let me undo that, I didn't explain something. So now when I split it that time, we then had 3 clips. So let's say this is clip A, clip B, and then clip C right here now. So clip B, which is the one in the middle, is the one we don't want. So we'll click on it and then press delete, and it's gone. So let's say there was a mistake at that part, or there's a part of the clip where there's a mistake, or just any part where you want to cut out. You do that. You use the split to cut in between. So you do the same thing throughout the entire video, just keep on watching and playing through. If there's any parts where you don't like and you don't want it to be in the final export, you use the split tool. You start from the starting point where you want to cut, you put a split, and then you go to the ending where you want the cut to end, where you want to remove, and then you now put on that split and then delete what's in the middle. So we are going to just do it again just so you further understand it. So now let's use this clip now, and then this is 36 seconds here. So let's imagine this is our clip A now. So in order to delete a part in the middle, you need to pick a point A and a point B. So the point A is the point where you want to start deleting from, and then the point B is where you want to end. So now let's say from this clip we want to start deleting from here, which is now our point A. I'm using another term to explain it, so probably you don't understand the clip A and clip B term. Let's use point A and point B right now. So from this clip, you always need the point A and point B to delete. So now this is our point A. The clip is selected, we press split. It's now split. So let's move to our point B, which could be here, and then we'll press split again, and it's now deleted. And then we'll now select the one in the middle, that is this one here in the middle, and then we'll press delete, and just allow it deleted in purchase. So you do the same thing throughout the clip. That's how you just delete and then keep on joining, delete and keep on joining. So let's say we want to use the pre-cut tool right here, which we have used before, but let me just elaborate inside the editor. The clip we want to trim, the pre-cut is more like a trim tool. So the clip we want to trim must be selected. So let's select this middle one, which is 5 seconds. After selecting, you click on the pre-cut, and then it takes you into this section like this now. So we notice these two bars which you saw before we inserted the clip into the editor. So you can use these bars and moving, and then it has selected this part. Now if you come down here, you see zoom selection. Now what the zoom selection will do is that it will totally eliminate this part that's already been eliminated. So right now, before pressing the zoom selection, you can always move these bars back and move these bars back and get back what you have been lost. But if you move it in and then you press zoom selection, look at what's going to happen now. They'll say this will remove unselected part of the video. You click on OK, and you notice now that the parts that were not selected has been eliminated totally. So and if you go down here and see reset, this icon is for reset. You can reset it, and they say cancel all the trim operations, and also you restore, and then it goes back to the original video that we had. Look, that's for trim. Let's look at cut now. So what the cut will do is to cut away a part in the middle. Okay, so now this pre-cut now, the pre-cut that it's inside the editor is kind of different from the one that you saw before you imported the clip. So when now this is what the cut part of this pre-cut tool will do. So it's cutting away this part that is kind of gray. Where I say it's gray or is just darkened. So when you're moving in and when I'm moving in left and right like this, it's this part now that is gray that will cut away. But it can be kind of confusing. That's why I mostly like using the split tool, because it's just good when you just play the clip on the timeline, then you know where you want to cut and just use the split tool, then come here, and then this can just be confusing. But you can try it out. I don't usually use this, but then you might find it useful to yourself and then use it. So that's for cut, but we're not going to cut anything right now. Then let's go to split, and then the split kind of does what the split tool does in the normal editor. So you can do it out there. Now this is like the cursor right here. This line that is red, has red dots, kind of the cursor. So you can actually do it here, or then you can just do it in the normal editor. So but then you don't need to enter into the pre-cut section where you can just split outside. So I normally come here if I just want to trim the start and the end. Every other thing I do it with I do it outside in the main editing space. So now we are going to click on this good icon here to go back to where we are. So we didn't really trim anything. So that's the second way to use the pre-cut. The first way was the split, second way is the pre-cut. Now the third way, if you select any clip, you notice a bar at the start, and if you move towards the end of that selected clip, you will notice a bar also at the end. So a way to also trim, instead of going into the pre-cut tool, you can just hold on the bar. Make sure you hold on this bar right here, and then move inside. As you're moving in, you're cutting away all those parts that you are kind of moving in from. And then if you go towards the end too, and then you hold on the bar at the end and then move in, you're also cutting away all those parts to the end. So it's for you to just find which of these tools is more effective for you to use to make your editing easier. So you just like play around with all of the tools. Mostly I use the split tool for everything. For me it's it's easier for me, but then you may prefer using precut or this bars here. So one of the important thing to note is now rearranging your clip. Now let's say you inserted like 5 clips. I don't know how many I inserted, I'll check. But let's say you inserted like 5 clips and you inserted them in the order clip A, clip B, clip C, clip D, clip E. But then you want the final export to play clip B, clip D, clip E, clip A, and then clip C. So you want to rearrange these clips now inside the editor right here. How do you do it now? Now all the clips have been inserted here, but how to rearrange it now, that's what I'm to show you. So you hold on any of the clips at all, hold on it. So you tap and hold, and then it shows you something like this. Now I'm going to scroll through. Now these are all the clips that are currently inserted. You notice when you cut a clip, it then becomes its own separate clip, like I explained. That's why I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 clips now. So let's say this is clip A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, for instance. Now, so let's say this particular selected clip here, let's say we want it to now be the first clip that will show. Down here you see drag to swap. So it means that if you hold on this clip and drag it towards the beginning, it then becomes the first clip that we want to play. So if you come towards the end and let's say we then select this one and we say we want this one to be the first clip, you hold on it and then you drag it and just keep on dragging to move till it's at the beginning. Or if you want to be the third one or the fourth one or the fifth one, just now wherever the point is you want to stop, then you let go and then it goes there. Then to go back to the normal timeline, let's say you're finished rearranging, you can always come back to this point and rearrange it over and over and over again to your liking. But let's say you're done rearranging and then you want to go back to your normal timeline, just tap on any of the tap on the selected clip and then it will take you back to your timeline. So you can also use this to, let's say, jump from one clip to another. So right now we are 1 minute 46 seconds into the video, and then probably scrolling back to the first video might take a lot of time. What you can just do is to hold on this clip and then just scroll to the first video here, tap on it and tap on it 2 times, and then it just go back to the beginning of the video. Instead of scrolling to the end, just hold on any of the clip, scroll to the last clip, you double tap on it, and then it takes you to the end of the timeline. So that's just a way of jumping through all your clips. Hold on it, double tap on the one you want it to go to now, and then it just like pops up. So that's all for this section. That's editing and cutting and joining of clips. And also I just taught you how to rearrange your clips in the editor. So now I'll be moving over to the next outline, which is different types of video resolutions.